Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. As my lessons progress through the ABRSM Grade 5 Discovering Music Theory workbook, we now move on to Chapter 6, which is looking at the subject of chords. In previous grades, we've looked at chords 1, 4 and 5, and now in Grade 5 we look at the chord 2 built on the second degree of the scale. We also look at the prescribed progressions of chords which make up cadences, sort of endings and mini endings within a piece of music. We also now look at inversions, where we now rearrange the order of the notes within a chord, so we change which note appears in the bass at the bottom of the chord, and we look at all of these different inversions in all of the chords. The full lesson is available on my Patreon channel. If you visit patreon.com/Sharon Bill, you'll find everything you need to know there to understand all of this lesson material, and you'll find the links to that in the cards and in the description box below. Sample examples of this lesson will follow on after this short video to show you how I work with you step by step through each exercise, just as if I was sitting right next to you. And once you feel that you're ready to move on and you're ready to take your ABRSM Grade 5 Music Theory exam, I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory exam. It's full of tips and hints on how to be best prepared for the exam, and also how to make the best use of the time when you're actually taking the exam. This is available from Amazon. It can be either in digital format or paperback, and you'll find the links to that in the cards and in the description box below. And all of the information that you need can also be found on my website. If you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find everything that you need to know there. Enjoy your studies. Bye.
So if F sharp, of course, is the root of that chord. Think about like the root of a tree. It's at the base of a chord, and then the chord grows up out of that. There's our first, third, fifth. That third should be note A. So here we have a B, D, F. Of course, it's a B flat, but the key signature deals with that, because that's middle C in the treble clef. C is at the bottom of the treble clef, and so that explains why we can be sure it's chord 2. G, B, D, A, C, E. But of course we're in a minor key, and chord 5 has the raised seventh of C sharps, and that explains that there. And so that's chord 5, A, C sharp, E. Chord 5 is always a major chord, even in minor key, because of this raised seventh. And that raised seventh always needs to resolve home to the tonic, which is why chord 5 always pulls to chord 1, because the C sharp desperately wants to pull to the D to resolve home. If we're going to write it exactly at pitch, so if this is middle C, C, D, E, F, G, we're getting a bit silly now. First, third, fifth. It's like, oh my days, that's crazy high in the bass clef. It makes so much more sense to write it in the treble clef.